So let us start with relationship between angular velocity and the linear velocity. The relationship between angular velocity, which is represented by omega, and the linear velocity. Angular velocity, the velocity which occurs in the circular path, and the linear velocity, the velocity which occurs in a straight line. By the velocity ambao unatembea, kwa mfano unapotembea barabarani, tunaongelea velocity ya linear velocity. Lakini unapozungusha kitu in terms of circular motions, tunaongelea velocity of angular velocity. So the relationship between linear velocity and the angular velocity is given by the formula V is equal to omega r. This is omega, which is represent angular velocity, and this is linear velocity. So this is the relationship between linear velocity and the angular velocity. So V represent linear velocity, omega represent angular velocity, r represent radius. So let us prove this formula. We prove it by studying from linear velocity is equal to linear displacement over time. Kama ulivyosoma kule O level kwamba velocity ndio sana displacement over time. But displacement tulisoma jana kwamba displacement is equal to r times angular displacement. So una substitute, instead of writing AC, I'm writing r times theta. So omega is equal to r theta over time. Also I know that theta over time is equal to omega. So omega is equal to theta over time. So when you substitute here, when you substitute omega here, it will be V is equal to omega times r. Hence proved. So this is the relationship between linear velocity and the angular velocity. So another terminologies of circular motions is angular accelerations. Angular accelerations is represented by these ones. So angular accelerations are the rate of change in angular velocity. For instance, unapofanya rotations, unapofanya a certain rotations of an object, a certain rotation of an object. An object ikiwa maybe from this point kilikuwa kina initial velocity omega 1, at this point kina initial velocity kina final velocity omega 2. So ukitafuta accelerations ni final velocity which is omega 2 minus initial acceleration, initial velocity which is omega 1. So angular accelerations is equal to change in angular velocity over time. So accelerations is equal to omega 2 minus omega 1 over time. Omega 2 represent final velocity and omega 1 represent the initial angular velocity. So this the formula used to find the angular acceleration. Kama unavyojua level kwamba accelerations ndio sana change in linear velocity over time. Sasa huku tunaongelea kwenye mzunguko tunaongelea velocity ya angular. Thank you.